Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Undesignable.
Greetings. We are here to explore even more intrepid and unfathomable, or we are intrepid and we are exploring more unfathomable intersections of fandom and design and just niches that I guess need to be determined whether or not are necessary.
Yeah. Into the unknown, into the brave territory in the deepest, darkest recesses of design.
Darkest. Indeed. And I know today you have another strange niche crossover to show me.
Yes. Yeah,
Whatever is it, Rain?
So, the necessity for a St. Patrick's Day t-shirt, one could say, is quite immediate and extreme. But
Okay.
how are people to know on St. Patrick's Day that you're also a Star Trek fan? How are they to know? There's only one way they could know.
Oh no.
Is if you had a shirt that conveyed both of these ideas simultaneously.
No! They didn't.
All right.
They
so,
did.
and I dare say we will exhaust the supply of Star Trek St. Patrick's Day.
Specifically Star Trek?
Yes. Yeah, we will exhaust the supply. Surprising, I know, that there are not thousands of shirts that fit the bill. You'd think so, but you're in for some surprises.
Okay. I'm bracing myself.
Good. You're fully braced.
I think I am. I'm ready to see whatever comes ahead.
Shirt
Oh my
number
God.
1.
Oh, it's so bad. I'm sorry. I feel kind of mean, but it's so bad. And again, disclaimer about no disrespect to designers. We love you. We see you. We respect your hustle. And we're just going to have opinions on it. And I'm sure when you're not doing corporate work with your whatever deadlines you have, you do fabulous things. But anyway, yeah. It's just like these two things do not go together. I object to this both on a premise level and on a design level. Maybe it's like they're trying to get this classic kind of like St. Patty's Day look with like the font and this kind of like
a serifed font.
A little bit like old school kind of look to it.
Maybe like, text that you could see on like a pub sign.
Yeah. Why like set phasers to stun at least makes sense.
Well, in this case,
they at least say that.
But in this case,
yes.
You'll find, whereas ordinarily the phasers are indeed set to stun or kill, as it were. In this case, because of the holiday, they're set to lucky instead.
Oh God, how would it even work? People go around with their
see
phasers
that.
and they're like,
Oh, there you are. You have some good luck. I could see that in TOS, honestly. I'm surprised this isn't canon.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a stretch.
It's not.
To be fair.
No.
It's not.
But what I notice about it, too, is that I think it's art of Kirk. It's like a painting of Kirk. Is it? Or a photograph? I think it's like a painting of him or something.
You think?
I don't know.
I thought it was like
just a
still or something.
Yeah, it's a little hard to tell. It looks maybe like a doctored photo. It looks like it became on the side of the box for like a video game made in 1994. That was Star Trek TOS.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
like airbrush, highly
it's
airbrushed,
highly airbrushed or something. Yeah, exactly.
That's our theory anyway.
You know what
theory.
though? Honestly, it doesn't bug me that much.
Really?
Really?
Because it doesn't look terrible or something? It
doesn't look terrible. I mean, it's not great. Don't get me wrong. But I think it's okay.
I don't think it needs to exist. That's my verdict, but
okay.
Just me.
No, I respect it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Next.
This is my lucky green shirt. What? Why? Why? That is such a hair thin connection to Star Trek This actually makes me a little bit angry. I feel a little angry. I mean, I don't know. I guess he does wear like the green shirt.
Yeah, that's his ambassadorship shirt.
And just yeah, it's like his best self shirt. I mean, I get
it's like
that.
his best foot forward shirt.
It's not his lucky shirt. I'm like, fuck off. Like, if you want a shirt that says this is my lucky green shirt, why do you have to rope Star Trek into your business?
So here's my...
Kirk didn't deserve that.
He didn't deserve... Kirk has been slighted. He didn't deserve this. He didn't sign up for this.
He didn't.
So here's what I think is funny, too.
What?
There are two shirts in question. Which is the... This is my lucky shirt. Are you talking about the green sweatshirt you're wearing? I don't think you are. So the shirt that you're wearing presently is not the lucky shirt that you're speaking about in the text of the shirt that you're wearing in question. No. It is referring to Kirk's green ambassador uniform.
Right.
So it's...
It's
so
like... You could just like cosplay as Kirk if you want to cosplay as Kirk. Like, no one's stopping you.
It's like, this shirt is just a tribute to
it's
my
like this
lucky
song
green
is
shirt.
It's like this song is a tribute to the best song in the world.
Yeah. This isn't my lucky. This is my lucky green shirt. Is it the shirt you're wearing or the shirt that Kirk wears when he? Yeah.
It's not the one you're wearing.
It's confusing.
It's not this one.
It frightens and infuriates me.
Yeah.
Or what confuses and infuriates me. Yeah.
Confuses and infuriates me. Yeah. I'm with you on that.
All right. Good. Ready for more?
Ready.
Brace yourself.
Oh my god, why? Okay, I have so many thoughts already. Okay, should I go into the premise or the design first?
Whichever you prefer.
Okay, let me get the design out of the way first. That is why we're here after all. There's our purpose. This is so weird. It is like cut off. Like, why is it all blocky and cut off? Just like, I don't know, get a proper thing of like, I don't know, Patrick Stewart folding his arms or like, I don't know, doing that or whatever.
It's cropped in an odd
and
way.
Just crop it at his waist. It's cropped really weird. It's like this weird block, the color of green with the color of red he's wearing. Just like offensive.
Not a good match, you're saying. Not a good match.
No, it looks so tacky. And it's like, what is that? Like fucking Impact font? Like, that's the vibe. I know it's not Impact.
It's not. They've got like the Star Trek S going on. I mean, I don't think it's the official Star Trek font by any means.
It's not
it's a little stylized
or anything. It's just like, it's giving like Impact and Microsoft Word.
Getting Impact vibes. It's not, we could tell, but yeah, it's a weakly modified Impact.
Furthermore. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to get into design too much at this point. I mean, God, you can barely see his eyes. But I don't know if that's just because it's so far away from my vantage point here.
Yeah, not exactly the 4K image we have here to work with.
I don't know. Yeah, it looks a little like watery or something, but
yeah, his skin tone against the green color is a little weird.
Not the best.
Yeah, the photo is fairly saturated. Like sometimes I can words. Sometimes if the saturation values are very different from like the t-shirt color to the image printed on the t-shirt color, I think that can be a little weird. Like if you had like, you know what I mean? I think this one's maybe all right because the green isn't like hype, like the saturation's not totally, there's some gray in there. But anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
Ready for more?
Well, okay. One more thing that actually made me think of something because I read, as you know, I read Patrick Stewart's memoir recently, which is called "Make It So," and it was lovely. I really genuinely enjoyed it, and I think many people would enjoy it. And it just made me think of like an instance he recalled in which he had just gotten into like some Shakespearean acting company or whatever, and I think they gave him like the smallest possible part, and it was like he was kind of like, he was like, ugh, so frustrated and kind of like, God damn it about the whole thing. But he ended up just by chance bunking with a bunch of like, Irish working guys, and like one of them was like kind of talked to him, and I don't know, they did like the fact that his name was Patrick, I guess, and he got to
They
be
did
like
like
they
that?
did
They
yeah.
did. Okay.
And he got to be like buddies with them, and like when he got that news, I think he said like one of them kind of talked and was like, it's not ideal, but like you're gonna get paid a good salary, you're gonna like see the world. It was like a traveling show, and like.
So we got some sage
it's gonna
advice.
be a good experience, and he was like, "Yeah, you're right. I'll take the job." So, who knows? Might have had that Irish guy to thank for for us enjoying Patrick Stewart's career.
Amazing. Yeah. I didn't know the connection. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, the shirt's perfect now.
No, there's no excuse for the shirt, but. Okay, can you zoom in on that one for me a bit? I can barely see this. Oh dear, oh no, I'm disturbed. This is just like, this doesn't have to go together. Like, this kind of like medieval pseudo-Irish kind of font with the Star Trek and I don't know, I guess... I'm just like, this is more of a premise thing, but like, why does this have to go together? Like, this is Star Trek. We aren't doing a medieval fantasy thing. And like, that font just doesn't make sense in the world. I don't know. It doesn't like make sense with it.
Well, when you slam two unrelated things together, I guess you have to make some choices. And in this case...
And that's why we end up with what we end up with.
Ye old Trekkie shirt here. Which would pronounce the old, but we say like ye oldie. That's how it's spelled. I actually think, hear me out.
Okay.
Bear with me.
Okay.
If you got rid of the text, of course, unnecessary text on a shirt.
Yes.
Just made the artwork larger and the focal point of the shirt, it would be a fine Star Trek St. Patrick's Day crossover shirt.
Yeah, I would allow that.
And how much better would this shirt be if that's how it was designed?
Yeah.
Just don't have the text. Don't put Trekkie on there in whatever font. In ye oldie tavern
People
font.
can tell you're a fucking Trekkie if you're wearing that, okay?
Yeah.
They'll connect the fucking dots here.
They'll put them together.
Yes.
And it would just be such a better shirt.
Yeah, truly.
It would just be.
I still
so
would not wear
better.
it, but I would allow it.
But yeah. And how does it, I think for things like this, I would say it even prevents me from purchasing certain things when they put dumb, unnecessary text on it. You'll see the most spectacular art, amazing artwork, and then they'll put some dumb text at the bottom or something and ruin it. And it bugs me.
You are not wrong. This happens very often.
Constantly.
Very often.
Constantly. Stop. Get help.
If you encounter a t-shirt with unnecessary blocky text or any kind of unnecessary text on the bottom, call for help.
Call for help. Good.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I can kind of dig this.
Yeah.
This is like, honestly, after this last bunch, this is a breath of fucking fresh air. This is like, yeah. Kind of like got a little like DS9 designy stuff in there. I like the font.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
Like, yeah, I kind of dig it.
Yeah, and it is like, it's a bar, St. Patrick's Day drinking. There's that sort of like association. Yeah. So it works in that regard. And then it also just straight up works as a shirt. You'd be like, Quark's Bar. This is some bar in a place that I'm not familiar with, but I think it's kind of cool.
Dude, yeah.
And then it kind of flies under the radar. Yeah. I think that's much cooler that someone in the know is going to see it and be like, aha.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. But
That's
if you
my
don't,
favorite kind.
it kind of flies beneath the radar. I think that's much better.
Yeah, you don't have to like hit people over the head with it.
Exactly.
Just, yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, honestly.
I would wear that
I
shirt.
don't think I have any notes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm shocked I found one. I could say no notes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Good job.
Well
Good
done.
job.
And we're back. Oh. It's like they're trying to do a stained glass thing or something, but it's just so half-assed. It's like, it just feels lazy. Like, if you're gonna do a stained glass type of thing,
right,
I feel like you really got to commit to it, because stained glass is supposed to be beautiful. That is like part of the core foundational aspects of what stained glass is as an art form.
No.
It has to be beautiful. It has to be breathtaking. The light goes through it. You're supposed to to elicit a sense of awe. And if it's on a t-shirt, maybe, you don't have to go that far.
May
but
not elicit awe, but yeah, and I think that it doesn't quite capture the style of the stained glass illumination, like in that sort of medieval illuminated manuscript style. That's what you would see, and this is sort of just cartoony.
Yeah,
and they sort of made it cartoony, and then also it's like stained glass, and then I just feel like it misses the mark a little bit.
It does. I feel like the concept could work.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like if you really imitated that old school style of like medieval stained glass and like the figures and the way that their faces are.
Yeah, it's sort of
like,
askew perspective, sort of pre-Renaissance.
You could make this work, and I think it'd be kind of funny. Like if someone wore something like that and it was actually designed well, it was obvious it was stained glass, like the proportions and the the figure was like looked like the same way a biblical figure would look. And you could even like take some kind of common scene, like biblical scene. I feel like you could put a couple other
or a reference to the show, maybe like a very
you could take a biblical scene, make it like a reference from the show instead.
Right, exactly.
Funny.
Yeah. I think that could be done really well. And then don't even say St. Patrick. Just have it look like a stained glass that from a glance would look like a real stained glass artwork from a medieval church, but have it be a Star Trek scene. Yeah,
I think that could be really cool and interesting.
I agree.
But this is not that.
It's
just off.
The idea is there, but
stained glass is lazy. The execution was not.
They had to get this done before lunch.
Yeah,
Ross was breathing down their neck.
100%. This has to be a corporate thing. Why?
Why indeed? Why?
The eternal question. Oh my god. Yeah, like, why? This is truly mashing together two concepts that didn't need to exist and have nothing to do with each other. Like, I mean, I guess at least they're not trying to create a connection where there isn't one by, like, making kind of some tenuous phrase, like set phasers to lucky. Okay, right. But then it just
what if they put like a big unnecessary text on there that was like "live long and lucky"?
Oh no!
It's hard to believe it doesn't have that text on it. It's hard to believe that. How did they not put "live long and lucky"?
Oh yeah, they just put a
we're gonna see that
behind
next year.
Like the "live long and prosper."
Yeah, next year we're gonna see that shirt. Someone's gonna see this and then make that shirt "live long
just
and lucky."
To piss us off.
Just to piss us off.
And we will
work.
We will tear you apart on here. We will.
we give away our weaknesses to our enemies.
And they supply us with content.
Yeah, hey,
it's a symbiotic relationship. But yeah, definitely does not need to exist.
Science officer.
Just take,
even the word lucky seems out of place. Like lucky science officer. What if it just said luck officer or something? I don't know.
That's like a Neelix thing. The only officer that like you could remotely even try that with would be Neelix.
Why? Is he lucky? I haven't seen that.
He has like 5 different jobs, including being like the morale officer of the ship. So it's like him, I could maybe see it.
You could have him holding beers and saying morale officer, happy St. Patrick's Day. and then
That would be better. That would be better than this. Like Spock, luck, no connection.
No.
Does he even believe in luck? We could have debates on the subject.
That's a
Like,
good point.
maybe not. I mean, I could see it both ways.
I think it's a nice picture of
But-
Spock.
It is, compared to like
It's like a painting.
all
of
the
him.
Valentine's Day
Spock
Spock depictions. We have a vast improvement. To be fair, I'm not giving enough credit to the design in the design department. I think it's a little bit big for a shirt,
No.
and it probably doesn't need the clovers. We probably don't need to say science officer. If you if you have seen any like Star Trek original ish stuff, he is a science officer.
So what if, and that's the thing about it too, it's like, so you can only, you're really limiting your audience with this specific shirt. Change the background to just be a green gradient, to not have the clovers, and then get rid of the word lucky and just say science officer if that's the design you really like. And you can sell the shirt all year round.
Yeah. And then you don't have to be limited to only wearing this once a year.
Yeah, exactly. And you can wear it anytime if that's your...
Hell yeah. Okay. Hey, respectable.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
I like the design, solid design, nice and simple, clean and bold, and makes a statement, doesn't knock you over the head with something unnecessary.
Yeah.
I mean, not my favorite color of green personally, but I don't think it's objectively offensive or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
Gotta wear, yeah. If you want to wear a green shirt so that you are not harassed by your coworkers and or friends on St. Patrick's Day, and you love Star Trek, here's your shirt.
Have your friends or coworkers harassed you?
No, I don't think in any appreciable. Well, probably when we were younger. I think it's probably a younger crowd thing.
Yeah.
I don't know the kids today are still doing that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's I don't.
Yeah.
Why do I want to pick someone and just annoy them and whatever? Yeah.
Grown-ups are no fun.
Huh. Okay.
I want a techno song made out of all the noises you just made in response to this shirt.
Yeah, I have some feelings. I have some reactions. Okay, so it could be okay. I think the insignia is too low. I think
insignia placement is
bad. The insignia placement does not work.
Which is a shame.
I like the pips. I think that's a kind of a cool little
it's kind of clever. And from a manufacturing standpoint, that was probably kind of a thing to make that happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely took some effort.
It took some effort. Yeah,
I mean, kudos for that.
And then they really dropped the ball with the insignia placement.
I know.
I think it's a shame because I actually think this would be way better and maybe even kind of neat if the insignia weren't 3 inches too low.
Yeah, it's the color green. I'm kind of I don't think anyone ever wore that, so I'm a little bit I don't know.
Did they ever?
I mean, I'm not an ultra purist, but the purist side of me is that was a thing. I never saw that being a thing.
Is this canon?
But even though I'm I'm not actually super purist, so I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah.
But
I think it's fine if people want, a purple.
Yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't hold it against you.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd rather have a more official color, but it's I don't know. I really like purple, so what if I wanted a purple version? If it was better.
I wonder what the pips are made of. I wonder that.
Zoom in.
Maybe we can figure it out. I can't tell.
Yeah, it just looks like little kind of metal snap
little metal things. I wonder how they would fare in the dryer.
Mm.
And see, it's even a nice sort of not quite black but gray color. I think this has potential.
And I like the bottom. I like the bottom.
Yeah,
where
they
have
did the little
detail,
slanty thing, the asymmetric thing.
Yeah, props for that.
So very nearly good,
I
but the
know.
insignia drives me nuts.
This is like, does not go into any category I have in my mind. Like, it's not like I don't think this shouldn't exist.
Right.
It's not like I'm like, oh, it's wonderful. No. It's, and it's not even like I'll allow it. It's more like I am, you were so close. I'm ever so slightly
They
disappointed.
dropped the
I'm just a
ball at
little
the 4-yard line,
disappointed.
to use a sports
Yes.
metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dropped the ball at the 4th-yard line
Yeah.
and lost the game. And it's you can't even be that mad. You're just disappointed.
Just a little disappointed. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
All right, what else we got, man? Little Miss Shenanigans? Oh my god, I've seen this image
Yeah.
so
Yeah?
many times.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's all over different
Ah.
pride shirts. Like,
Oh, okay.
there's a lot of like, oh, like, I'm a like trans mom, or like, I'm like a
So
mom
this-
of like a gay kid, whatever, stuff like that.
So this stock art has got a lot of mileage, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, so like people are building on people are building on a meme at this point. Essentially, that's what's happening. Instead of a pride flag, we've got an Irish flag.
Okay,
So
okay.
I mean, I respect the creativity, I guess.
This
Um, Little Miss Shenanigans. Wait, what does that have to do with Star Trek?
it doesn't.
Oh,
We're now moved into non-Star Trek. I should have mentioned that.
okay. We're
We have
yes.
exhausted. That's
We're
pretty much
going
it.
beyond the final frontier,
Yeah.
folks.
Oh my, incredible. Yeah, that's pretty much what's out there. As far, you know what? Big call out. I couldn't find a single Miles O'Brien
Ooh,
shirt
call out.
that
How?
had anything to do with St. Patrick's Day. Maybe you could find a Miles O'Brien shirt. I should have looked specifically for that.
Ooh.
But I couldn't even really. None of that even really popped up. I couldn't find anything.
This is so like
Miles
okay.
O'Brien.
This is like I don't know, mild.
Maybe
Side
Cleany
rant.
didn't want them
That's
to.
true.
Maybe he didn't want them to.
That is true. You never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is.
Because I could see that going kind of
It's
wrong.
St. Patrick's Day, St. Patty's Day in the U.S. is really weird.
It's super weird.
It's really weird. It's really corporatized.
Yeah.
It's like this is like my mild side rant. It's like it's just kind of like a sign of like the way that it's gone. I mean, it's just a drinking day. People don't like learn anything about like Irish history or like
for better or
ancestry
worse.
or language or like try to
Cultural,
establish
anything. Yeah.
meaningful connections to like this place and this culture. We're just like those of us who have some Irish ancestry are just like, woo, I have Irish ancestry. And maybe you drink.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And it's really weird.
It's been sort of it's very cartoony, or I don't know if that's not right. The word like caricature
It is.
of anything meaningful.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's like the corporatization of so much of this shit. And that's why we like tear it to shreds. Because yeah,
What about this?
someone
one?
needs to. Lucky mama.
What are your thoughts on leopard
Is that
print?
leopard print? Oh god. Okay, talk about some strange intersections that don't need to exist. I don't like leopard print in this context, I'll tell you that much. No. Why? Just no. Why? Only reason you use leopard print is because it is a part of a broader aesthetic in which it makes sense where you're like being glam, campy, whatever, or like or it's just like a print on a shirt or a sweater or something, which can
Right.
look nice, but here, no. What does leopard print have to do with St. Patty's Day, y'all? Nothing. It's a weird look.
Yeah.
It's a weird look.
Yeah.
The font's fine. I don't have any objections to the font.
What if it was just no leopard print? What if they just did a single dark green, maybe that darkest green ink that they use there,
That could work.
and just straight up Lucky Mama? I think that might actually
That
be kind
would
of
look
cool.
a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
It would look a lot
Vast
better.
improvement.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
if you're a mom
Yeah.
and you want to have a St. Patty's Day shirt, then you can.
By all means, I think
can
that's
do that.
Yeah. Boom. Yep.
Okay. I'm sick of all the Irish stereotypes. As soon as finish... It doesn't say I. As soon as finish this drink, I'm punching someone. Oh, wow. That's not problematic at all.
Not in the least. Or is it weirdly over specific? And just, oh wow, yeah.
Here's something I've actually heard like Irish people who like follow on online and stuff say is like, the reason this is a problematic stereotype is because the reason why it exists of like English drunk Irish is because of colonization and like generational trauma. So, you know, maybe keep that in mind. And like, you know, if that's you, if you identify with the stereotype, maybe look at your generational trauma or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I tried to find like the worst one I could.
Wow. Well, hey.
Good job.
Good job. Good job. Well done. We got bottom of the barrel here. But I mean, I think it's worth.
I love that they missed a word. You know, I didn't even notice that they missed a word. That makes it even better.
As soon as finished the drink.
And it says, I'm sick off all the. Oh, I'm sick off all the. Okay, I mean, not of all the. So I'm sick off of. It still makes sense, I guess.
Okay, yeah. It makes sense.
Off all the Irish as soon as finish this drink.
And I mean, like, if you're like an Irish person wearing this, I'm not going to begrudge you any of this. Right, I'm mainly talking to Irish Americans when I'm like, kind of like calling out, like perpetuating stereotypes and stuff.
And
like,
it's just terrible, up and down, all the way, start to finish.
Yeah, no, terrible. Doesn't need to exist. And oh God, why? What is it? The leopard print? Why do we need to insert it in all these places?
Something about it. I think it must be like a demographics thing. They're like, women who love leopard print also buy St. Patrick's Day shirts. We got to capitalize on this intersection of target market.
This is so like cynical corporate bullshit. So much of this is.
Well, you know, when you think of Ireland, you think of leopards.
Invariably. The famous Irish leopards.
Yeah, of course. Everyone remembers the tale.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, legendary mythology. It's all over it.
So yeah, I mean, fix this. I think just do something, anything
just do something
besides
else.
Leopard print.
Just don't.
Yeah.
So weird.
It's just interesting. Yeah, I think it's fascinating.
It is. This is such a look into cynical corporate marketing,
or
like
something.
Brains.
Yeah.
This is an anthropological study. Actually,
yeah, it was probably some like weird statistical thing where they found this like intersection. They had a graph, an optimized graph, and all these things came out, and they were like, leopard print. It's brilliant. Sell 1 million.
They'll love it. Spill blood, not whiskey. Interesting.
460 AD.
Interesting. I mean, I have multiple thoughts from a design perspective. I like it better than a lot of what we've seen so far. And I'm also kind of like, oh, does this perpetuate stereotypes? Like, probably.
I think,
but
it could not.
It's not as like nearly as obscenely as that.
Oh yeah,
before,
no, not at all.
Certainly.
I think it's kind of cool art. In fact, again,
I agree.
Once again, we see a really cool piece of artwork with unnecessary fucking text. Why? Why did you do this to me? Tell me why.
At least the text makes sense.
No, it does make sense.
The image.
Look, it would be so much better without the text. Get rid of the 460 AD. Get rid of Spill Blood, Not Whiskey.
Yeah, why is the 460 AD
cool
there?
Sort of sweater or shirt or whatever it's printed on.
Yeah.
unnecessary text diminishes the overall design.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, can't escape it.
That's fair. What? Is that a leprechaun?
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was like a snowman. And I was like, why is there a snowman on this?
Frosty the
Fantastic
leprechaun.
And there's a unicorn. Believe. Okay, what are we supposed to believe in?
I think unicorns and also
finding gold?
leprechauns at the end of a rainbow. See, the rainbow makes sense. And the leprechaun and the pot of gold makes sense because of the story. And then you believe in these things. And also shamrocks and green. It looked like they looked at one of those like word maps. And it was like magic. And leprechaun, green, shamrock, unicorn, believe. And they're like, yes.
Ireland is magical and you will feed your inner child. That's the vibe I'm getting from this.
To be fair, I think this is like for kids. I think this is more for kids.
Yeah,
kind of
okay,
thing.
that's
Kids-
fair.
I also just think
If it's for kids,
confusing.
I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's still kind of
fine.
confusing though.
And I feel like the shade of green they used for the text should have been lighter. It's a little bit too close.
Yeah.
It's like I have to squint a little bit to
That's a
kind
little-
of make it out
yeah.
clearly.
Yeah. I think at a glance it would just be like, oh, there's some art on that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I guess I'd allow it, but I don't really like it that much.
Yeah.
The unicorn's cute, I guess. Like, the Believe font's fine. Like, it's kind of cute. It has been... I think the leprechaun just looks weird, though.
Yeah, it
like,
looks a little weird.
what?
Mm.
It's like... You can barely tell what it is.
And the unicorn is a little, it throws it off a little bit. It's a little off topic.
Yeah, it is
This
off
one's
topic.
a little unfocused.
Yeah, we could just like have made this like kind of a fantasy, like a general fantasy scene.
Right? Yes.
Have unicorns and like I don't know,
Maybe
like
a
a witch or
fairy
something.
or
Like
an-
yeah,
An ogre.
an ogre.
The tooth fairy. Chuck a
Tooth
vampire in there
fairy.
for good measure. Werewolf.
Centaur.
Yeah.
Unicorns and centaurs.
Yeah, just chilling.
Who
Yeah.
would win?
A manticore. Just chilling in the back.
Yeah. Griffin. Dragon.
Yeah, of course. How could I miss dragon?
But yeah, this looks like a baby pilgrim coming out of a cauldron, I think.
It's very confusing. Is this about the witch trials? Is this about Salem?
I think so. I think that they're trying
Okay.
to make a commentary
Commentary on Salem.
on the witch trials.
Very serious.
And like, yeah. They're like, people don't know about Salem still. Let's educate them.
But they're like, it's too dark. Throw in a unicorn. Lighten it up a bit.
Exactly. Okay. Is this? Okay, we're getting into the Star Wars territory here?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the little guy from Star Wars.
Well,
What's his name? I don't even know his
is
name.
this like Baby Yoda?
Yeah, people call him Baby Yoda. Not his name.
Is it the one like that show?
The
The
Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Right. I haven't seen all of it.
Yeah, I haven't either.
But
Yeah.
he was very cute. I mean, at least he is green. Okay, so
All right. We're somewhere.
we are somewhere. So my initial thoughts is just like, why not just you could just have the creature in the green robes
Yeah.
and you could take out all this other crap. And it would probably be better.
I like that he's holding a cupcake, but is also sitting in front of a much larger cupcake.
He's sitting in like behind a cupcake. Oh, he's holding. Oh, I see. Okay.
Double cupcake. Really driving home the cupcake.
We're like,
theme
if
here.
you don't understand.
Yeah, just so you know, people associate St. Patrick's Day with cupcakes with green icing on them or
I
a
don't eat
shamrock.
cupcakes on St. Patty's Day.
I think it's a thing. For
Really?
school children, probably.
Oh yeah, first if you're in school, probably yeah. Whatever. I'm like, well, why is he? Why it said he's a baby? He should be
Drinking beer?
He should be drinking. That's not
green beer.
appropriate.
Oh, St. Patrick's Day is coming up, but I'm also a hardcore Star Wars fan. What am I supposed to do? Oh, thank God, this shirt exists. Crisis.
Thank goodness. Do you share my opinion on this? Like, take all this other crap.
Does it need to exist, though?
It really doesn't. Like, you
No.
could just have the little cute guy dressed in a little cute green robe. I think that'd be fun.
And maybe just the top hat with the clover is enough. Maybe less is more. Does he need to be holding a green beer and a green cupcake and sitting in front of a green cupcake?
Grotesquely too much. This is so overkill.
They didn't know when to stop. Know when to stop.
Yeah. And I just object also to white
is
t-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Inherently.
No.
I mean, maybe it's because they don't look good in white, and that's my personal grudge, but...
You could just chuck this on a gray t-shirt and it would work fine, I think.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But again...
Doesn't need to exist,
no,
really.
No, not really.
I hate St. Patrick's Day. Is this... What? Okay. Oh, okay. Snake. Oh, is this like a pagan shirt or something?
I think it's just that it's a snake, and he hates St. Patrick's Day because that's when snake kind were driven out of Ireland, and so therefore cartoon snake guy.
That's why I wondered if this was a pagan shirt, because then like pagans identify with the snake sometimes, and
I don't think it's thinking that hard about it.
probably not.
I think it's just straight
But
up.
I'm like, why would you? What?
And it's red, of course.
This just confuses me. Then, if you
This
are
is like
making
an
that statement,
an anti.
and it also makes me think of what is that like? What was that old cartoon that was like? I was like, da da da. God, I can't remember. My brother loved this when we were young.
Oh, it's amazingly,
like,
I haven't been able to think of it yet,
and
darling.
it's like
Please.
there's a dragon, and there's like
somehow, I haven't yet figured it out. I know it's absurd that would be the case.
Oh man! Oh, my battery's running low. How much time do we have left there? Okay. Sorry, I had to take a little break to plug in my laptop. We're back. I'm not sorry.
Don't apologize for that.
Oh my God.
How dare you?
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Anyway, this reminds me of that, and it's like I can't. It's like there is a dragon.
Puff the Magic Dragon, that's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
I actually knew what you were talking about because it's sort of the art style.
I knew you knew it.
Yeah, I did. I was
This
giving you
is like Puff
such
the Magic
shit.
Dragon.
Yeah,
This is like Puff the Magic Dragon fan art.
What I don't get is
In
the
my
bush that the snake is sort of weirdly wrapped around. It looks like he's pulling it with him as some sort of bush camouflage.
Well, it's Ireland.
Oh my God, I'm an idiot.
Yes.
Wow.
Everyone
It
like
is
judgmentally at
indeed.
rain.
Oh my God, it is actually the country. I thought it was just a poorly drawn shrubbery, like a bush. That's what I thought it was because the cartoony style.
Snake is
I didn't look at the
taking back its
coastline
country.
close enough. Wow.
So
Yeah. All right.
So it's like the snake is taking back Ireland. You see why I'm like I kept thinking, is this a pagan shirt?
Right. I just think it's awful.
I am just like, why? If
I
you
could
aren't
see-
trying to make some kind of a statement with this, then why would you
Because I don't think it's thinking
wear
that hard.
this?
Yeah, I think if you just had a red shirt that
What's
said
this
"I
for?
hate St. Patrick's Day," I'd be like, "Oh, I get it. The shirt's red." But don't. Shh. That's the joke. It's
Yeah.
not more complicated than that. That's it. Other than that,
Yeah, you don't need this. You don't need this art. The font. You like blow up the font maybe just a little bit, and it could stand on its own.
I think it could stand
and
on
if
its
you
own.
want to just be a
Doesn't need the art.
curmudgeonly like hater, then yeah,
and are
this
people really
would
going
work.
to go that much out of their way to be like, "I hate this holiday"? Would you spend money on it? No. Right?
Unless I had a grudge for a reason,
Right.
in which case I would probably want to state a reason and make a joke about that,
Right.
rather than just saying that I arbitrarily
and you're
hate
just
it.
buying a shirt from the same company that's printing the "I love St. Patrick's Day" shirts, right? You know?
You're supporting.
Yeah, the industry,
You're supporting that
the St. Patrick's Day industrial complex.
Yes. Like, maybe take a second look at yourself. Oh, nerd. Ugh. Oh, I'm so disappointed.
We're not angry.
We're just disappointed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. Why? No. Why? No. Like, the design is also feels like, I feel like the clover design is also off. It's
Yeah, it
like
looks weird.
too elongated.
Yeah, they
It
just
looks
stretched
too-
out some hearts.
Yeah. It doesn't look right.
They didn't.
It's wrong.
Yeah, it looks
This
weird.
is wrong. The font is also, it looks like both like the clover and the font, they both look like weak. God, they make me sound like an alpha, bro. It's like, this is
You're so weak, bro.
so impotent. Like, it's like, it just looks
The design.
watered down and
No.
like just.
The stem of the
Blah.
clover like brings Comic Sans to mind.
It does. This looks like this really gives like Microsoft Word a little bit.
This
like,
was a wingding.
You're all...
This was a wingding, and they stuck a thing on top of it. And get it? Glasses. Nerd
Anyone with
glasses.
Canva could do better than this. And nerd glasses, like, no, why? Why?
It's on the clover, see? So it's...
What? Pirate? What the fuck is this? Someone tell me, who is this for? Do you know? Do you get it?
The world may never know, but this is something that exists.
Okay, so this is for another obscure intersection. So this is like for math nerds who like are Irish or Irish descended. Like, is this for the math nerds? You got a major in math.
I do.
You should be able to answer to this.
I can't. Even with my insider knowledge, it's baffling.
From a design
Irish.
perspective, I don't hate it as much as that
Really?
last one. Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Oh.
No, okay. First of all, it's 3.14%, 3.14% Pirish. As of like, okay, I'm part Irish, but it's also math for a reason. They put a circle on there for pi. I guess that's good. And there's 3 pies for 3.13. I don't know. I think it's kind of, I don't know.
It's strange.
Maybe I'm thinking about it too hard.
It's just very strange.
Me like math. Me like St. Patrick's Day. Me put two things together.
That do not
happy.
go together. No connection with each other. Just try to like stretch to make an obscure, tenuous connection between these two things.
Yeah.
Like
They're like, we need a math shirt for St. Patrick's Day. What about Pirish? Someone thought of that. And,
Okay.
and was like, I got it. That's the bee's knees. That's the business. That's what it is.
Okay, but here's where, if you just went and tried to make a pun though, and you made like Pirish and you made it like pirates or something, I don't know, that could be something.
Something. I think better. Yeah, because what's the joke? What's the pun? You can't just, I don't know. It's like you just kind of slam two things together.
Yeah, at
It's
least
not
if
a
like
pun.
Pirish was like pirates, it'd be like, oh, it's just silly.
Right.
Like, there's nothing to get.
Right. With this, I feel like there should be something to get, and there isn't.
Nope. Nope.
Next.
Okay. Okay, can you zoom in a little? A piece of Irish history since the 9th century?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know, like
know.
Celtic knotwork or Irish
No.
knotwork or something? BK.
So we're abstracting it a little bit.
Where's this from?
I don't know. The internet.
The internet is really, really great.
Yeah. What if, hear me out.
Anyone got that?
What's it great for? Anyways, moving on. So, what if you just had like a nice Celtic shirt for St. Patrick's Day? They didn't say, let's all get drunk.
Now I wish I'd worn mine. I have a nice green shirt and it just has an OM script. This is Slancha.
Nice.
I could just go grab it really quick. Should I go grab it
Do you
real
want to
quick?
share with the audience?
I will share with the audience. 'Cause I think it's a good, like, Irish shirt. And it was, like, made by Irish, like, creators and stuff. So, like, even better. But, yeah, a piece of Irish history since the 9th century. I mean, respectable. It looks a little, like, holographic. It's like the last one. Okay, I'll show the shirt after the last one.
Similar concept, right?
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Is that like... Does just like not work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a little confusing. It kind of looks like maybe not work. Ooh.
Ooh. See what you did there? Actually, the more I think about this, and I could be wrong, but it looks a little bit like maybe they just took a few different pieces of artwork and kind of stuck them onto each other.
It feels... yeah, it doesn't feel like it's not work. It feels like they tried to make it into something else,
That
and then
looks
it ended
like
up
that?
being
Yeah.
not anything
Or they're like,
recognizable.
close enough.
Yeah. Corporate cynicism. Hits again. Oh, Green Man.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. I think if I were to wear a Green Man shirt, though, I would want it stylized a little differently. For me, this is a little bit too cartoony. I think the design is like pretty decent, like to start with.
Yeah.
But I think I would want it to be like, to look like a little more like medieval, like faded back, like natural, like it came out of the bark.
This one is very vector art.
Yeah.
This screams vector art. So.
And it just doesn't, for me, it doesn't mesh with the Green Man idea, but
that's actually a very good point. It's sort of a juxtaposition between like something that looks very like vector.
Because the Green Man's old. That's like the,
Similar concept here. Sort of a knot tree thing. Mm-hmm. Interesting that there's a yin-yang symbol.
Why?
Slapped in the middle there.
That's silly and new agey. I don't know. Don't try to just like slap together a bunch of religious traditions that don't actually have anything to do with each other. So this is your shirt.
What do you think of this one? You can be honest. You can be as brutal as you want to be.
I'll allow it.
Oh, thank God.
No, it's a very nice shirt, darling. Very nice.
Thank you, darling. All right, well.
Yes, very respectable.
Yeah, and I did buy this expressly for St. Patrick's Day sorts of festivities. Yeah, I thought, well, it'd be nice to have a green shirt. It's not obnoxiously green. I thought it was nicely balanced. I don't know. I think it was good.
Let's get ready to stumble. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, drinking.
Woo!
Not a thing I really do.
Let's get alcohol poisoning. It's a holiday.
And hungover tomorrow. We love it. We love to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think it's clever?
The font and the design, like, I could see people actually wearing this.
I could too.
Like, I bet people do wear this.
I bet this thing sells.
It's a respectable design. It's a pretty decent design, actually.
And I think, like, you know your market, you know.
It's the people, everyone who's going out to the bars.
Yep, all the college kids going out to the bars, they're going to get absolutely riggedy wrecked. Yeah. This works.
I mean, if you're going to do that, if you want to own it, I guess that's for you.
It's back.
It's the leopard print. Why is this a thing? Who is trying to make this a thing?
I don't know. I think it must be a target market intersection type of thing.
This seems like it's marketed toward like millennial white moms.
Yeah.
This seems like that's who they are going for here.
And boozy. Oh, leopard print St. Patrick's Day. Who knew there was such a market?
It is not, I guess I am not in that market. Maybe it's because I'm not a mom.
That's the only difference.
It's the only difference.
If we ever have a kid, you are going to love the fuck out of some leopard print.
Suddenly my hormones will shift and be like,
is that leopard print?
I'll start wearing cat eye glasses or like, I don't know. What else? Like, I'll start liking beige.
Yeah. You probably already do like beige, don't you?
I don't.
Science says so.
We've been over this.
The coup de grace.
Oh, that's so ugly. This is people trying to make ugly Christmas sweater into St. Patty's.
It does have sort of a knit look to it, except that it doesn't for half the art.
Do the ugly sweater thing. Make it an ugly sweater.
Make it knit. I do.
Commit.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's very much a thing though now to have just like something that looks knitted, printed on just like a traditional shirt, which I mean, if you don't want to invest in something properly knitted,
it makes
like
me
what you're
mildly
wearing,
enraged. This cost me $2 on like Vinted. So suck it. I don't know.
It's a leprechaun, but you see, he is forming a dab, I believe the kids call it these days. Yeah, no, I think it's just the worst.
Yeah.
Is this a Gen Z thing?
Probably.
That I'm too old and cynical to get?
I think they're trying to lean into some Gen Z stuff and like, but like, do you think like Gen Z?
Do you think
actually
like
wear
a 9-year-old who thinks that the dab is the coolest thing since sliced bread is gonna come up to the shirt and be like, "Oh my god, yes, this is it. I'm gonna listen to ska music and wear this shirt."
I doubt it. I don't know who this is for. It doesn't make sense. Your target. Think about your target demographic.
I think their target is people who think that the dab is a cool thing.
Probably, yeah. You're right. That is what it is.
Yep.
That is what it is.
Which is that still a thing? I don't know. I'm not in touch with the youth.
But it's like we don't need to be. We don't need to be. You know.
We don't get it, and we're not supposed to get it.
It's fine. We're in touch with what we're supposed to be in touch with, and it's great.
It's not this.
I love life.
Yeah, I guess though that if you're going to do the knit thing, make it a knit thing. I don't know, or maybe it's not supposed to be a knit thing.
Don't do this stupid cartoon thing. Like fully commit. Don't do this half-ass like, oh, we're gonna put cartoony like like with like vector art like on it, and then like do this like knit design like fucking posers.
Let them have it, baby. You know, and if you wanted it to be like the ugly sweater thing, you would literally just get like a pattern of the V weave of woven fabric, and then you would just have a layer of that over everything, and then like set it to whatever layer mode was appropriate, and boom, you have the art you need that looks like it was woven onto the shirt in which it was printed on. That's it.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
So it feels like this is like trying to do the knitted thing. It's just not. It's like it didn't commit to the bit.
No. We're disappointed.
Disappointed. We're not angry.
Do better.
Do better. That's it. We made it.
Woo! Okay, good. Well, thank goodness that's over.
Make the pain stop.
Oh my god. So much wasted potential.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some that I thought could have been actually pretty cool, but they just missed the mark.
You know what someone should do with this like St. Patrick thing with like Patrick Stewart? Get like a still or like, I don't know, maybe like stylize it up from him in his Shakespearean acting days, like in like full outfit and like with preferably with a sword across his waist or something.
Cool. That'd be cool.
And then do a Sir Patrick.
There we go.
And like some maybe Shakespearean font.
Saint Patrick. Yes,
and I mean, I guess you could make it like dark green or whatever the fuck if you need to. But like, I think that would be kind of like, that would be a nod that, you know, would be respectful.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Yeah.
Of our old friend Patty Stew.
Patty Stew. Oh my god. Poor Patrick Stewart. Oh, okay. I'm going to refrain from doing a bad Irish accent.
Yeah, okay.
We don't need
Let's
that.
Not do that.
All right, nobody needs
that. No one needs it. No one needs it.
Let's call it. Let's quit while we're ahead.
Oh, should I get my shirt? I'll show a good one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll edit all this out. We're going to edit all of this out.
Okay, so.
Oh, there you go.
So, this is Slancha in OM font. means good health. So that's like the ancient, very old, medieval to maybe older Irish language symbol system, like, or alphabet symbol system, etc. And yeah. And Elon are Irish creators, so I think it's a good, like, shirt for being a nod to. Oh, okay. I guess we'll say, yeah. I think it's a nice shirt. That, like, that's the only thing I'll wear on St. Patty's Day if I wear anything.
You know, and I wear this, so there we go. We're set.
Yeah.
But how will people know we love Star Trek, darling?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Something must be done.
We have to show them on every day of the year that we like Star Trek. So
yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll have to, like, carry a communicator with me,
Yeah.
and then I'll just, like, get it out of my pocket every
I'm just
so
going to carry a
often.
bullhorn and shout at people through it. I enjoy the shows of Star Trek. The various Star Trek shows. I tend to enjoy them.
I especially like Deep Space Nine.
Yes, I feel that Deep Space Nine was particularly good. That way they'll know.
Yes.
All right, problem solved.
Okay, well, there you have it. That's our opinion. If you'd like another opinion, then I recommend going elsewhere. And yeah, you're welcome from the unquestionable arbiters of good taste that we are.